By then, she was still seeing the guy. She was dating me. In fact, she was playing us.
Together?
Yeah, they were together.
And then they called you?
And then they called me.
They put you on loud?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Mm.
So me, I was like, yes, I'm actually dating that girl. And then the girl, I don't know how they solved the issue. She had to grab a phone from the guy, and then she was like, Grayford, have I ever dated you? And I was like, damn.
So why didn't you send the guy the conversations you've been having with her when he requested for them?
I think that's actually pointless.
He needed proof. He needed something to prove to her that she was lying through her teeth.
Yeah, a guy will always be a G, you understand?
Yeah.
So a G is always a G. So I was like, no, we've never dated before.
Yeah.
Just to cut the story short.
Yeah, because if you wanted to expose her, you would have exposed her to that guy.
Imagine.
Like, tell the dude what you've been up to with
her. In fact, I still have evidence actually to even send to the guy to say, this is what your girlfriend has been doing. So like girls cheat when they are out. They are not seen by their boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they cheat the most.
And then when the guys cheat the most? When?
A G will cheat when it's necessary.
What?
Living my life the way I'm thinking is supposed to believe. Not the way you want me to live. I never let people choose for me what to believe. Happiness is within me. I'm living my life the way I'm thinking is supposed to believe. Not the way you want me to live. I never let people choose for me what to believe. Happiness is within me.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Toast Podcast that I'm chilling with
the Influencer Comedy.
Why are you back?
No. I'm back as Grayford now.
Yeah, chilling with Grayford. Dude, how have you been?
I've been proper, man. What's up? How have you been?
I'm okay, I'm good. Njara chose.
Yeah, Njara chi. It's normal, it's biblical.
Hunger is biblical.
Oh.
Adakamba mpondo.
Bad. It's true.
It's true. Hunger is biblical.
Hunger is biblical.
It is biblical, but anyway.
Anyway, it's fine.
It's fine.
We just have to
say borrow things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's up? What have you been up to?
Yeah, I've been proper, man. And how have you been?
I've been okay, so there's issue going to go there.
Anything
you want to share with us?
I have a lot that I want to share to the people out there.
And one of them is...
As you know, Grayford, the home heartbreak.
Don't tell me you're back with another heartbreak. You're going through another heartbreak.
Another heartbreak, exactly. So I think I just want to share a part of the story with the people out there about something very important. What caused my previous relationship to break up.
What? You cheated on her?
No.
She cheated on you? None of the above?
None of the above. Because Grayford doesn't cheat. Because when I love somebody, I make sure. That's the reason why I try to avoid these things, just to be in a relationship with anybody just because you just like them at first sight, you understand? Yeah, you have to get to know her very well. That's when you can even begin a relationship.
Is that you saying that the previous relationship, the way you were in love, was at first sight?
I think it was at first sight. Yeah, cause I think for her, but for me, I considered her as one of the special person in my life. Understand? Like someone whom I can actually build something. I even told her in the first place to say I would want to have something to do with you. You understand?
So that's the reason why you were heartbroken when you ended.
So the thing was, I proposed to her, and she didn't tell me that she was in a relationship.
Wait. You were a side dude.
Yeah.
You were a side.
Exactly, man. And I don't understand these girls, because there's no way you know
Oh
that
my
you're in a
God.
relationship and then a guy comes, he try to propose and then you accept his proposal. What's that? So man, what happened to me was I proposed to a girl, you understand, but she was in a relationship and then she said yes to my proposal. I think we dated about for 3 months. That was, we started our relationship in
Maybe she accepted your proposal when she was having issues with a dude.
either way, but that can't be the reason why you, because whenever you're having like misunderstandings, like differences with your partner, you need to sit down, you talk about it, you understand, not whereby you do things just to make the other part look useless, you understand. So she accepted my proposal and then we started dating. We dated about for 3 months. We started dating, that was February. That's when we started dating. By then she was still seeing the guy. She was dating me. In fact, she was playing us. You feel me?
Yeah.
That was the issue. She played us and she was playing us. In fact, let me say that, cause so there was a time, I think last week I was on my way going back home, coming from Lusaka, and then the guy found our conversation in her phone. Okay, and then the guy got my line and then he called me to say, "Yo, are you going out with this girl?" Then I was like, yeah, because she mentioned the name, and of which I knew to say I was dating her. And then I said, yes, that's actually my girlfriend. Then I was like, okay, I'm also her boyfriend. And I was like, damn, nigga, what are you talking about? And they was like, yes. I was like, all right, cool, let me just reach home, I'm gonna give you a call. So when I reached home, I was actually very disturbed, and then he tried to call me again. I don't know if they were together, and then the girl was actually put on the conference. The time she was put on the conference, and then the girl just...
They were together.
Yeah, they were together.
And then they called you.
And then they called me.
They put you on loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Mm.
So me, I was like, yes, I'm actually dating that girl. And then the girl, I don't know how they solved the issue. She had to grab her phone from the guy, and then she was like, "Grandfather, have I ever dated you?" And I was like, damn. Really? Yeah.
And the way she sounded, that's her like saying, no, we never had the thing.
Exactly. Like I was very annoyed, and I was very surprised to hear her saying that, because I was, you know how girls are. I don't know. I think that was a time that I was experiencing really something like a bad time, and I was like, damn, what's this? She called me. She was like, "Greyford, have I ever dated you before? Have I ever seen you? Every time when I come that side." And I was like, what are you talking about? Is it you saying that, or maybe it's just somebody? Am I dreaming or what? You understand?
Yeah.
So I was very surprised. And then I don't know, the guy had to call me, and I was like, nigga, I think the guy was like, I need you to send to screenshot the conversation that you've been having with my girl. Then I was like, nigga, I think I'm not actually in the mood right now, because I'm actually heartbroken. So about what you are talking about, that can't happen. You understand? So I really don't know. The girl was like, you should block my line, never call me again. You understand?
You blocked her line.
Yeah. That was the girl now telling me to say I should block her.
Yeah. Did you block her line?
Of course, because I don't have anything to do with her, man.
So why didn't you send the guy the conversations you've been having with her when he requested for them?
I think that's actually pointless.
He needed proof. He needed something to prove to her that she was lying through her teeth.
Yeah. Me sending her the conversation that I've been having with her is very much easy, because I can just screenshot everything, the conversation that I've been having, and send to him. But the point is that I'm actually not one of the guy. I just like living my life. So I prove nothing. There's no point of me doing that if she feels comfortable like with a guy, and I wouldn't want like to destroy everything that they have.
And the other thing is, you already saw the messages that you saw. What else? What more evidence does he want?
Imagine, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think even the guy, like, I try like to put out some stuff to explain to him. I think the guy is just like in love with a girl. You understand? In as much as the girl can cheat, in as much as a girl can be beautiful, but you don't have to be led away, to be carried away by those things, because there are so many girls out there girls that wants to be what, to be dated,
And yet you're out here crying.
and yet so that's what I was telling myself, because I was like, I sat down for 30 minutes just thinking about how we've been like talking, we've been like having conversation. I was like, damn, I can't put up with this. You understand? I need to live my life. There are so many girls out there. So I had to say, I was like, all right, you never see my call, like you never see me calling you, or maybe like maybe greeting you, but that shouldn't be the reason why you should greeting each other. If you feel like moving on with your life, I'm actually supporting you, because maybe probably I don't make you comfortable, I don't give you everything that you deserve.
She played you.
Imagine, that's the most that's the thing that is actually even hurting right now, to say, looking as a small girl playing two gentlemen.
Like a small girl.
Like just like a small girl playing two gentlemen. Who does that?
By the way, you say small. Small can be 5 years.
Yeah, small can actually be, but in my eyes, I see her as like a small girl. Yeah, because there's no way she can be playing us. Of which, okay, you know, man, it was something very unexplainable.
So you don't talk anymore?
No, we don't talk. In fact, I've even moved on.
Why are you lying?
No, I'm not lying.
You're lying. You haven't moved on.
You want me to call my girlfriend right now?
You are here crying that you have moved on.
Man, you want me to call my girlfriend right now?
You even have a new girlfriend.
Yeah, I even have a new girlfriend.
You guys are quick.
Yeah, because it's different from girls, you know.
How did you meet your current girlfriend?
I think
wait. I feel like the person you are seeing right now, she's not something you met now.
Exactly.
You've been talking.
Exactly. So such is life, actually. Okay, she was actually my crush by then. Even the time I was seeing this girl, I had a crush on somebody else.
That's cheating. They consider that cheating.
No, man. When you crush on somebody, you can't categorize it as the same as cheating.
Yeah, when you have a crush, you are vulnerable to that person you're crushing on. I'm telling you, that person can grab you at any time.
You know what happened? So the time was like the time I broke up with my girl. It was like, I think this is actually an opportunity for me to concentrate on that one. I was like, wow, I think this girl was just telling me a favor.
Guys always have backups.
Exactly. So that's how I was like, I think I'm just gonna concentrate on this one.
What you did, or what you were doing is the same thing the girl was doing. She has No. You also had to accept that you just never made moves on the girl. Yes.
Yeah, but I think for the girl it was something else compared to mine. Cause mine,
no, that was far.
Yeah, cause for her it was something which she was even doing, like she was dating two guys at a spot. But for me, I moved on the time she denied me in the presence of the guy to say she has never dated me.
Have I ever dated you?
Have I ever dated you, Greyford? I was like, damn.
That's evil.
And I was like, oh, and then I had to say, no, you've never dated, because I was very hurt. I was hurt by then, because looking at
You refuse that? No, I never dated you.
Yeah, I refuse. Just, you know how a gentleman, how a real G reacts. I didn't want to exchange words to say, no, but you've been coming to my place.
At the real G.
No, yeah, a real G. A guy will always be a G, you understand?
Yeah.
So a G is always a G. So I was like, no, we've never dated before.
Yeah.
Just to cut the story short.
Yeah, because if you wanted to expose her, you would have exposed her to that guy.
Imagine.
Like, tell the dude what you've been up to with
In
her.
fact, I still have evidence actually to even send to the guy to say, this is what your girlfriend has been doing, in fact. You understand? Because I think for her, it was just like, it was more like a sampling. That's what we call sampling.
She was sampling.
she was doing sampling. it was not
Oh
more
my
like a
God.
date, you understand?
But they say girls don't cheat.
Yeah, girls don't cheat.
Yes.
Man, you need to wake up. Girls don't cheat.
So that's what they said.
Do you know the bad part about girls?
Yeah.
Girls, when a girl has something to do with a G, no matter how desperate she can be in love with you, but if just a G come in with this, I'm telling you, are going to lose your girlfriend.
Is it the only thing that can make a girl cheat?
That's the
Money.
that's the only weakness of girls.
Any girl,
Any girl,
including your girlfriend.
including my girlfriend, and for now I don't even like support anybody, like, you understand, trust anybody. Yeah, I know she's gonna watch this podcast, but yes, I don't trust anybody.
Look into the camera and tell her you don't trust her.
I don't trust you. I really don't trust my girl, you understand?
Yeah. You don't at all.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I see.
I don't trust her. So that's what happened actually, man.
Yeah, girls do cheat.
Girls do cheat in as much as
most
they can
actually.
be desperate in love
The
with
most actually.
you. Yeah.
Which is the most, guys or girls?
Which is the most? For a G to cheat is actually normal. It's normal because yeah, it's normal. You know the reason why I'm saying it's normal?
Yes.
Because you find that mostly you find that, as for me, I don't actually believe in a long distance relationship. I would rather date somebody who is close to me
Why?
than dating
Why?
somebody who is, you know, I think it's the issue of the stuff that I've been actually experiencing, like heartbreak things. So like girls cheat when they are out, they are not seen by their boyfriends. That's how
And
they
then,
cheat the most.
and then when the guys cheat the most? When?
A G will cheat when it's necessary.
when so you are saying girls cheat when they are not seen by their boyfriend.
Yes,
And then guys cheat when it's necessary.
when it's necessary.
So, is it ever necessary for girls to cheat?
No. For a girl to cheat is not necessary. In fact, it's a taboo. It's a taboo. It's a taboo. For a girl to cheat, it's a taboo. Understand? It's an abomination. If it was considered in our society, like where I come from, a girl to cheat is a taboo. It's an abomination.
Where do you come from?
Man, am I here to talk about where I come from? No.
So it's never necessary for a girl to cheat, but it's necessary for a gent to cheat.
It's never necessary for you girls out there to cheat, but it's necessary for a G to cheat, because a G always cheat where it's necessary. And the outcomes of a G to cheat are always good.
What do you mean?
You don't know?
No.
You don't know? No.
I don't understand.
You don't understand? The outcomes, the results of a G when he cheats are always good. In fact, when I cheat, because when a G cheats, there are actually benefits in cheating in the particular stuff. You understand, here and there.
What's a guy? What are some of the things that a guy is benefiting from cheating?
From cheating, like
Yes, yeah.
the stuff that a G can benefit. Man, I think this will be the episode of another day. We'll need to talk about the benefits.
I'm curious to know.
You're curious to know the benefits.
I need to know the benefits.
This one is going to be we'll be having like the best podcast. The topic will be the benefits of a G cheating. You need to stay tuned for this episode because it is going to be fire. You understand?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're coming to an end, guys.
Yeah. Coming to an end.
Guys, stay dangerous. Don't be vulnerable. You'll be left heartbroken like this dude over here.
Imagine Zone. Greyford experiencing a heartbreak.
Stay vigilant. But you. Guys.
Oh, I think there's an artist before we conclude, Neo Slayer. Even okay, but